In my last video, I talked about how to connect content from separate Overleaf documents into one. In this one, I'm going to show you how to transfer images or figures from one project to a main project using a copying method that will transfer the picture to the main document. I'm going to show an example of one paper, but this can be applied to any number of papers that you have. So what I found to be helpful is that you can use the same method, but what you want to do is create a folder within your main dissertation document that will contain all the figures associated with one paper. And you want to name these folders the same name in both the main document and the individual document. So for instance, I'll go to the paper 1 and say that there are images here that I want to include in my dissertation report. So what I'll do is create a new folder, call it 3D printing figures, create that. From there, I'll then add this figure that I downloaded from the internet by Kader Kalep. So let's see, I want to upload to this folder. I'll drag this in here. And now I want to add it to the document under the introduction. So I'll go to that section. Actually, I'll add it into the intro too. And I will begin my figure environment. Begin the figure. And I'll include the graphics, so it's within this folder, 3D printing figures. That is the image. This image is actually really big, so I'm going to scale it down to equal the width of the line in the paper. So I'm going to say length is equal to line width there. And one other thing I have to remember to do is to use package graphics. Sorry, there it is. Now, when I recompile this, my paper on 3D printing, I should get my figure to show up there, and actually I'll add this into the method section. So I'm going to use this command, and that should put it right in the place where I want it to be. So under methods. And now that that's included in the individual paper, I'll go back to my dissertation. And what I'll do is create a new folder. This one will be the same name as the other folder, 3D printing figures. Create that. And in this folder, what I'll do is put a new file, and I will get it from another project. So I'm going to select my first paper on 3D printing, and I'm going to select the image that I downloaded. I'm going to leave it as the same name so that the figure will compile without me having to make any changes on this side of the editing process. So now that figure is within my main dissertation document, and if I wanted to add that figure to this document, the only thing I'll need to do is include the package graphics so that it can be used here. Actually, first I need to refresh the file from that paper 1. Now this file has the figure that was added earlier, and so when I come here and recompile, my figure is added without me having to make any changes on this side of the dissertation report. So that is how you combine images and content from other papers into one dissertation report. But hopefully this helps for adding content and images to a main dissertation document so that you can spend more time writing and less figuring out what version you might have for each document and doing version control. So subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.